The Constitution of the United States of America, the Bill of Rights. During the debates on the adoption of the Constitution, its opponents repeatedly charged that the Constitution as drafted would open the way to tyranny by the central government. Fresh in their minds was the memory of the British violation of civil rights before and during the Revolution. They demanded a Bill of Rights that would spell out the immunities of individual citizens. Several state conventions, in their formal ratification of the Constitution, asked for such amendments. Others ratified the Constitution with the understanding that the amendments would be offered. On September 25, 1789, the first Congress of the United States therefore proposed to the state legislatures 12 amendments to the Constitution that met arguments most frequently advanced against it. The first two proposed amendments, which concerned the number of constituents for each representative and the compensation of the congressman, were not ratified. Articles 3 to 12, however, ratified by 3/4 of the state legislatures, constitute the first 10 amendments of the Constitution, known as the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights continued. On September 25, 1789, the first Congress of the United States proposed 12 amendments to the Constitution. The 1789 joint resolution of the Congress proposing the amendments is on display in the rotunda in the National Archive Museum. 10 of the proposed 12 amendments were ratified by 3/4 of the state legislatures on December 15, 1791. The ratified articles, Article 3 to 12, constitute the first 10 amendments of the article, or the United States Bill of Rights. In 1992, 203 years after it was proposed, Article 2 was ratified as the 27th Amendment to the Constitution. Article 1 was never ratified. The transcript of the 1789 joint resolution of the Congress proposed 12 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. Congress of the United States of America, the United States begun and held at the city of New York on Wednesday, the 4th of March, 1789. The convention of the number of states, having at the time of the adoption of the Constitution expressed a desire, in order to prevent misconstruction or abuse of its power, that further declaratory and restrictive clauses should be added, and as extending the ground of public confidence in the government will best ensure the beneficent ends of its institution. Resolved by the State and House Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, 2/3 of both houses concurring, that the following articles be proposed to the legislature of the several states as amendments of the Constitution of the United States, all or any of which articles, when ratified by 3/4 of the said legislatures, to be valid to all intents and purposes as part of the said Constitution, viz. Articles, in addition to the amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America proposed by the Congress and ratified by the legislatures of the several states pursuant to the 15th article of the original, the 5th article of the original Constitution. Article the first. After the first enumeration required by the first article of the Constitution, there shall be one representative for every 30,000, until the number shall amount to 1/3, after which the proportion shall be so regulated by the Congress that there shall not be less, that there shall be not less than 100 representatives, nor less than one representative for every 40,000 persons, until the number of representatives shall amount to 200, after which the proportion shall be so regulated by the Congress, and there shall not be less than 200 representatives, nor more than one representative for every 50,000 persons. Article 2. Article the second. No law varying the compensation for the services of the senators and representatives shall take effect until an election of the representatives shall be intervened. Article the third. Congress shall make no laws respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and petition the government for a redress of grievances. Article the fourth. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Article the fifth. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in the manner to be prescribed by law. Article the sixth. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath and affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the person or things to be seized. Article the seventh. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on the presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in land or naval forces, or in the militia when in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without the due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Article the eighth. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right of a speedy and public trial, but an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Article the ninth. In suits of common law, where the value of controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. Article the 10th. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. Article the 11th. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. Article the 12th. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. Attest: Frederick Augustus Muhlenberg, Speaker of the House of Representatives; John Adams, Vice President of the United States and President of the Senate; John Beckley, Clerk of the House of Representatives; Sam A. Otis, Secretary of the Senate.